Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PS4 review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Marvel Superheroes, which if you've never played it before, it's basically a typical Lego game, I suppose. It doesn't really do anything that I've noticed different to other Lego games, but at the same time, I'll be honest, I've not played every Lego game because I'm not a fan of them. I've played through the 6 Star Wars episodes, so that's 2 games or 1 if you bought the compendium thing, the saga game. I've played through Lego Batman, and I think that's it. I've played others, but I've not played through them, I've not beat them or anything, and it's just one of those things that they're just not for me, and it's mainly because I dislike strong collectathons, and that's what this is. I mean, that's what the Lego games are. There's so many things to collect. I mean, it really is just, it goes overboard with how many things there are to collect. You've got to have a certain amount of stud limit on a game, which is currency. You've got to do that in order to get the true hero for beating a level. You've got to collect the bricks. You've got to collect the things. I don't even know what they are. I used to build them with real Lego. They're like power coupling type things. They're hidden around the level. It's one of those things that you play the game so much just to collect, and it bores the hell out of me. And the only penalty, therefore, for dying is that you lose some studs, which hurts you getting the stud award for collecting like every stud in the game type thing, or every stud in the level that you're supposed to get it. So it then means that if you're not into the collectathon, then dying means literally nothing on this game. Quite frankly, I'd run off a cliff 15 times in a row just for the sake of it if I felt it was going to give me some fun, because I don't care about collecting 100% on the game. And so, because of that, it then means, in my mind, that I'm invincible. And any game when you're invincible and you can't lose, you can't fail doing the main game, is boring to me. I don't like easy games. So for all those reasons, for the fact that it's a constant collectathon and that there isn't a real way to actually lose or die on the game, because when you die, you just come straight back and you don't have a life limit and nothing's happened. You don't even go back to a checkpoint or anything, so you don't have to retry the bit that you were struggling on. Everything goes back the way it was. You've just lost a few studs. Because of all that together, it means that I then don't like the Lego games. But that's just me personal at the end of the day. My brother loves them, he has fun with them, he plays them. My little brother has fun with them, loves them. And it's just one of those things that it is obviously different games for different people at the end of the day. But it was here, and I thought I might as well review it, even though I'll probably get slated for the things I say about it. But at the end of the day, I'm not even going to slate it now, because I've said why I don't like the games, and it's not its fault. As a Lego game, it's actually very good. It does what it sets out to do amazingly well. The characters play fantastically, and it's the one part that I've actually been able to have immense fun with, being able to use all the different superheroes and all the different powers. I mean, Spider-Man with his web slinging, he's my favourite Marvel hero. To be fair, he's my favourite actual hero. So I was having really good fun just swinging around with Spider-Man and webbing people up and that, and you can even web your friends up, so that's pretty cool. It's just one of those things. Everyone has their unique abilities that you'd expect them to have. Obviously, they don't have every single ability that they can do in every single comic, because, quite frankly, building a game like that would just probably take forever, and it wouldn't actually help the game. It would hinder the game, because the whole point is Lego games run on strict rules where you can only use certain characters for certain ways. So while there is something that, I mean, Spider-Man would be able to do something in the comic that would probably get him through it, instead, because he's not an acrobat character, as far as I'm aware, then he can't jump left and right. So, like what I've just had to do there with the Black Widow, it's just one of those things that it is the sort of thing that, I mean, Magneto, I suppose, and all, there isn't really a section on the game where Magneto couldn't do it, because there's metal around him and he could slice a hole in the wall rather than needing to use the door, or he could just pull the elevator down rather than having to wait for it, just things like that. But if they made the game like that, then it would be incredibly boring, because then all you'd have to do is play as Magneto, you know? So as a Lego game, it does what it does incredibly well. It's got all of its strict rules that you've known, well, come to know and love, I suppose, is probably the way to put it. it then means that playing as certain characters is a joy, is a delight, because then you do feel like you're advancing through the game simply because you are literally advancing through the game by playing as someone new. You're not restricted to just the one thing, just the one ability over and over again. Hawkeye here, he obviously has his trusty bow, and he can do certain things, so he can latch onto that, same as how Spider-Man can latch on with his web and pull things down. But he can also use explosive arrows to blow up silver things, and silver things are the only things that could only be destroyed by other such characters. Red things, sorry, not red things, orangey things, gold things can be destroyed by fire characters, I believe it is. It's just that sort of thing that you do need to go through a wide range of people, and pretty much everyone you'd like to see is represented. There's a few omissions that they'll probably have fans upset with, you know, it's just that sort of thing, though. They are the kind of like obscure characters, but they're still loved characters, you know. I'm probably missing someone though who someone's going to say, well, it doesn't have this and he's not an obscure character, and I'll create a fanboy war with people that you don't really want to create fanboy wars with. But it's just one of those things. I'll never be able to say I absolutely love a Lego game. I like the story in this. It works well. I think I preferred Lego games though when there wasn't actually story in them. I think I preferred it when it was like silent cutscenes, you know, rather than cutscenes that you have to have voice acting with. That some of the voice actors are really good. I mean, I quite like who plays Spider-Man, but then there's other voice actors and you think, they're just a bit off. They don't really sound like the character would. They don't really have them nailed, which that may then be a case of the fact that there's so many characters obviously to represent, so it's the sort of thing that'll be why that happened. Overall, if you aren't playing as a collectathon, it's not going to be as long a game for you, and therefore for me, because I don't play it as a collectathon. But if you are playing it as a collectathon, then it's something that you can play with the kids, that they can just have fun with, and that's pretty much what it's been designed for, I suppose. It's something that you can buy this, your kid can just sit and play it, they never have to worry about dying or failing unless they're going for the studs thing, and it's the sort of thing that it will last them a very, very long time. So if you're a bit short on cash, and seeing as a PS4 is a luxury present, you know, if you're buying them that, then you can probably buy them something like Lego Marvel and FIFA, and that'll see them through the next 3 or 4 months easy, you know. It's just that sort of thing that that's what it's designed for. And if you are the target market, then this is probably the best Lego game they've made, because my brother is saying that for him it's the best Lego game that's ever been made. Graphically, I'm quite impressed with it. It is just though a slightly cleaner looking Lego game at the end of the day. It doesn't really, you know, use the power of the PlayStation 4 in a lot of places. Musically, I think it works well. And that is pretty much everything I can say about it, which is just as well, because I've been talking for that long, my voice is going, I think. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid, or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel, because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.